So yesterday we had a discussion on the MMFI integration, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so now let's understand about the MM and ST integration. Okay.
Okay.
So generally MM-ST integration means it will be like S2O process. Okay. And even third party process also we can consider as a MM-ST integration, STMM integration. Okay. So why we are calling like MM and ST integration? Because via ST route we are doing our process. Okay. So there is a ST involvement is there, ST sales and distribution process involvement is there. So that's why we call integration of MM and ST integration. So let's understand about the third party procurement process. Okay. So third party procurement process, if we remember that we are discussed this third party procurement. Okay. What is the meaning of third party procurement? Okay. 1 minute. Okay. So third party procurement process means, so as we discussed earlier, the third party procurement process is nothing but like a customer, we are receiving the customer order, but we are not supplying the goods. Okay. So the goods are supplying from the supplier directly to customer.
Yes, sir.
Right. So if you can see that, this is a diagram to understand easily. Okay. So we are, let's say, if we are receiving the goods. Okay. So just it is. Okay. So if suppose this is our company, okay, we are consider this is the my company. Okay. So the customer is here. Okay. And supplier is here. Okay. So now the customer is ordering the product to us. Okay, we are getting order. Okay, the company received the order from customer.
Yes.
The customer is the company we are received the order from here. Okay. So so sales order. The company we received a sales order from the customer. Okay. Now, so immediately what we'll do? Okay, we are just validating that. Okay, this is the third party scenario. So what we are doing, we are immediately the SAP the order we is requesting, order is creating that the request automatically that okay, this is the uh, this was the it is a third party process. So we are not supplying directly to the customer. So we are informing to the supplier. Okay. So we'll be creating the purchase order. We are creating the purchase order to the supplier and informing that the delivery address should be customer address.
Okay.
Okay. So the delivery address should be customer address.
Okay.
So generally what will happen if we are ordered to the customer, if we order to the vendor or okay, so the vendor will be supply the goods to the company, right? But here in this case, what will be happen? It will be directly supplying to the delivery customer. Okay, so it will be supplying to the customer address. Okay, So generally the online platforms mostly it will be they are doing this. This is the process. Like Amazon we taking the orders from the customer, but Amazon will not directly supplying the goods to the customer. So they are informing to the nearest supplier who can supply the goods. Okay, the and informing that okay the delivery address is equal to customer address.
Yes.
Okay, now here. So supplier is supplying the goods. So the supplier is supplying the goods to our
Customer.
customer directly. Goods issued from vendor location. Okay. Goods issued directly to the vendor location. From vendor location to customer.
Okay.
To vendor location to customer location. Yeah.
Clear.
So this is a third party. So in this case, what will happen? The whoever they are receiving the order, they must be aware about this. We are using this third party process for this material. Okay, so then only
Okay.
the material can the process can be advised that okay we are going with third party. So instead of the we are directly creating the order, instead of we are creating directly the delivery, okay, we are creating the purchase order. Okay, so
Okay.
here this is the process sales order. Okay, so sorry. Okay, this is sales order. Okay, and now the payment will be happen. How the payment will be happen here? So the company will be paying the amount to supplier the payment, and okay, and the customer will be paid the amount to the
Company.
company because okay. So because if they are directly connecting and they are working, or if the customer is paying to the supplier, then there is no use of the our business. So we are waiting for
Yes.
the profit. So we are paying the amount to supplier, and customer is paying to the our company. Okay, so there is no
Okay.
payment transaction between the customer and supplier. Clear?
Supplier. Clear.
Clear?
Clear.
So in this case, what happened? So that's why we are paying online something, right? So
Yes.
payment, okay, paid by paid by customer to company.
Company.
Okay, and here what will happen in this case? What will happen? Amount by payment amount by company to company to supplier.
Supplier.
Clear?
Clear.
Clear?
Clear, sir.
So this is the third party procurement process. Okay. So here
Okay.
the company will be receiving the customer orders and payment, and customer will receive the product from supplier
Supplier.
directly. Okay. Clear? Any questions
Clear.
here? This is
No,
the
sir.
third party procurement process.
Okay.
And coming to the STO process, stock transfer order. Okay. We generally call it as a stock transport order. We call it a stock transfer order process. Okay. So generally we have different processes are there, stock transfer orders. Okay. So one is that we have interestivo. Okay. So one is interestivo. Interestivo process, and one more is interestivo process. Okay. So these two are the STMM integration process. So other than that, we have root, the STO process. Okay. So that is one process we have. Or we have direct movement without root. Okay, that means without purchase orders or anything. Okay, so that will be also there. So generally, if we are talking about that STMM integration, so where we are talking about interestivo and interestivo. Okay, so what is the difference between interestivo and interestivo? Okay, so what is the difference between interestivo and interestivo? Let's go to understand about the both. Okay, so I'm just going with interestivo here. Okay, interestivo, we are going to interestivo. So I have the, let's assume that we have the one big company. We have one company. Okay, so
Okay.
let's assume that one company is there. Now we have the different plants are there. Okay, one is manufacturing, one is a depot plant, one is a storage plant, one is a sales plant, sales area, like sales depot plant. Okay, so like we have different plants are there. Okay. Okay. So let's assume that I will just take the two plants. Okay. I'm just taking the two plants. One is this plant and one is this plant. Okay. Both are in the same company code. Okay. Just understand that both company code. Let's assume that company code is Tata. Tata company code. Okay. Tata, maybe you can say Tata Communication. Okay. So Tata Communication is the one company code which we have. Okay. Now
Okay.
I have the two different branches are there. One branch it is there in the Hyderabad branch, or you can say manufacturing plant. Okay, and it is like okay, some depot. Okay, depot plant. Okay, so now once the manufacturing is completed of the FG product, suppose let's assume that there is FG product ABC. Okay, that production was completed in the manufacturing plant. Now they want to be stored in the depot plant and distributed to other plants. Okay, so what
Okay.
they will do? Okay, they will start distributing the products from here to here, right? So they will be distributed the products from here to here. Okay. Okay. So the same way it will be happen for the here also. What will be happen? It will be vice versa. Even depot plant to if some cases what will be happen? Okay, if there is any return product there, then they will be distributed. They will be returned back to the depot plant to manufacturing plant. So there must be vice versa. Okay, there will be like vice versa for both, right?
Okay.
Okay, so both it will be like one plant to another plant, so that will be happen. So now the concept is here. The interestivo means it within the same company code between the two plants. Okay, that means if it is a manufacturing plant, suppose let's say 1100 is a one plant which is like okay, that is the manufacturing plant. Now that was distributed to 1200 plant. So in this case, what will happen? The stock is moving from one plant to another plant within the same company code. So this case we are calling as a intra-estimate. This place is calling like a intra STO. Okay.
Okay.
Now we are talking about the inter STO. So they have same process which is like STO process only. Okay. So now what will happen in this case? I'm talking about now inter STO, which is like inter STO process. This is okay. Now what will be happen in inter STO? Okay, there is a two company codes. Okay, so there is a two company codes. Okay. Okay, so this is something like Tata Communication company code, and this is like some Tata Electrical, something like Tata Steel, or we can consider Tata Steel. Okay, so now both are the different company codes. Okay, so even it is under the same this both are in the same group of companies, but both are different company codes because they are kind of the business is different. Okay, the kind of business is different. Okay, now so now in this Tata Communication and this in this Tata Steel, again there is a different branches are there. Okay, so in this both cases we have the different company different plants are there. Okay, so now in this Tata Communication, okay, so we have, let's assume that so there is a two plants here. Okay, and
Yeah.
here also we can let's assume that this is the two plants are there. Okay, now let's assume that this is the something like manufacturing, okay, plant, and this is like depot plant. Okay, and like same here also in the Tata Steel also this is the manufacturing plant. Okay, and this is the something like Tata depot plant. Okay, so now what will happen? Okay, it might be the common consumables. Consumables maybe they are distributing from the Tata Communication to Tata Steel. Maybe the group of companies they are purchasing at single vendor. So maybe they have the stock and they are distributing from one company code to another company code. So they might be have that situation. Or some products, common products are there. Those common products they are maybe they are distributing across to all the company codes. So now in this case what will be happen? Okay, I'm just transferring the goods maybe here to here. Okay, or it may be I'm just transferring to goods from here to here, anything which is possible. Okay, or it may be I'm just transferring the goods from here to here. Okay, or it may be here to here. Okay, anything which is like. Okay, so in this case what will be happen? Okay, so the goods are moving from one company code to other company code. Okay, even it is a plan to plan. Okay, even it is a plan to plan. It is across that. It is a two different company codes. So both company codes are the two different entities. So now we are moving the goods from one entity to other entity. Okay.
Okay.
So now what will be happen? The financial level we are already discussed, right? Financial level. Okay, so both company codes, okay, both company codes have the separate books. Okay, so the Tata Communication have the separate GL account, set of GL accounts, separate okay, book entries, all separate tax payments, all these things will be happen in the Tata Communication separately. The same thing
Okay.
Tata Steel also have the separate all the books. So
Okay.
now even if it is within the same company also, that means group of companies also, it is a two different company codes, So obviously it is like a purchase and buying and selling concept. Okay. So here in this case, what will happen? Even if it is our company, okay, even if it is our company, we are legally buying and selling concept. Okay. So how generally we are selling to the customer, how we are buying the product from the vendor. The same concept will run here, but both company codes are our company codes. Okay. So in this case, what will happen? Company code to company code across the two plants, we are supplying the goods. So that is the called inter-STO. And inter-STO, what is that? Inter-STO is nothing but like a within the same company code,
same company.
between the two plants we are distributing. Okay, clear?
Yes.
In the same company code, in the same company code between the two plants. Okay, and across the here, what will happen? Across the two company codes, between the two plants. Okay, or between the two plants across the two company code. Anything which is okay. Plants across the two separate company codes. Okay, clear?
Clear.
So, what is the difference is here? In this case, interest-o, we don't need to buy, we don't need to pay any amount to from the manufacturing plant to depot plant or depot plant to manufacturing plant because both are in the within the same entity.
Same company
So
code.
it is not sale or it's not a purchase. Okay, but here in this case, what will happen? Both are different entities. Okay, so even if it is our company code or every plant, okay, you are transferring from the two different entities. So obviously, the supply goods from who, okay, they need to be received the amount from the receiving plant. So that means the whoever requested, they have to be paid the amount to the supply plant, supply company code. Clear?
Clear, sir.
Clear?
Clear.
Okay. So these two are the interesting and interesting. So I'll just give the stock transfer orders, stock transfer between the two plants. Okay. So this is the general concept of this. Okay. Stock transfer between the two plants. So what are the process we have? One is, okay. So plant to plant transfer. Okay. With single step procedure. Okay. And the second one is plant to plant transfer. Okay. Within the, okay, transfer using two-step procedure.
Two steps.
Okay. And plant to plant transfer, that means stock transfer between the two plants. Okay. Using MM rule. Okay. And
Okay.
fourth one, stock transfer order between two plants within the same company code using ST route. Okay, using ST route and MM route without billing. So you can say without billing and with billing, without billing and with shipping. You can say without billing and with shipping. without billing and with shipping. Then the last process is stock transfer order. Okay, between two plants. Okay, two plants across the two company codes. Across the two different separate company codes. Okay, so using ST route, ST and MM route. Okay, ST and MM route with billing and without with billing and with shipping. Okay, so shipping process generally we are talking about that. Shipping process generally we are talking about when there is a shipping process. It's like outbound. Okay, outbound delivery. Okay, so using ST process. Okay, so this is the sales and distribution process. Okay, and like billing process again. Okay, so billing using sales and distribution process. Okay, so wherever there is a shipping process, it is like ST. They are doing sales and distribution using sales and distribution. They are preparing outbound to send the goods from supply plant. And when there is a billing, that means the payment processing from supply plant to receiving plant. That means receiving plant have to pay the amount. Okay, clear?
Okay.
Okay. So generally this is the concept actually. Stock transfer between the two plants. Okay. So plant to plant transfer, this is the again single MIGO transaction, which if you remember that we did stock movements, right? One plant to one
301.
another plant's transfer. Okay,
301.
one store location to another store location transfer. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
we did right. So that is the
Yes.
process here. Okay, so here there is no purchase order, there is nothing, is there different. Directly we are doing. Okay, here what will be happen? Stock transfer between the two plants using MM road. That means we are creating that stock transfer order. Stock transport order. That means PO. PO we are creating and we are issuing goods issue. Then we are doing GR, goods receipt. All in the so these two processes will be happening in the MIGO.
Okay.
The goods issue is happening in the MIGO and goods receipt also happening in the MIGO.
Okay.
And here what will happen? Okay, here also we are creating stock transfer order. That means PO. Then we are creating that outbound delivery. Okay, so outbound delivery in the VL02N, that is the ST process. Okay, okay. Then we are goods issue. Okay, that is also ST process. Okay, then okay, billing. There is a billing which is there. Then this is called pro forma invoice generally. Pro forma invoice is nothing but like a duplicate invoice because the goods are moving from one location to other location. In case if someone is catching to you and asking that where is the invoice, where you purchased this out, we just informing that okay, this is the products are just transferring from one plant to another plant. There is no, so it's not for sale. Okay, so it's just like a dummy pro forma invoice. Okay, dummy invoice, dummy billing document. Okay, so that will be generated. Then that will be generated in the again ST process. Okay, then we are receiving the goods receipt in the receiving plant, that is again MM process. So MM process, this is a MM process. So PO also it is MM process. MM process. So that's why we are calling this is especially these two processes are MM ST integration because MM process also involved and ST process also involved. And here also the same thing which is like STO will be there. Okay, STO PO will be creating MM process. Okay, and outbound delivery we are creating, that is also ST process. Okay, and goods issue also happening, that is also ST process here. Okay, pro forma invoice not required here. Billing, actual billing document we are creating. because here we are selling the product to the receiving plant. So here it is again ST process, billing document. Then we are receiving the goods receipt, that is MIEO, that is the MM process. Okay, MM process. Then we are doing that invoice also, vendor invoice. That means here you can say, right, a receiving plant have to pay, right? So that is called invoice. Okay, so invoice you have to be generated. That is in MIRO. That is again MM process. So why here invoice is required? Why invoice is required? Because they are buying the product, so they have to be settled the invoice. Okay.
Okay.
Clear?
Okay.
Is it clear?
Clear.
Any questions here? So that's why these two are the STMM integrations. These two are the STMM integrations.
Okay.
Clear? And
Clear.
other process are generally just they don't want to go with ST process, then they can go with the TS process.
Okay.
So that's why in these two cases only, fourth and fifth, we have the shipment and billing process.
Okay.
Okay. So here, if you can see that the OBD, outbound delivery, and the goods issue, that is the shipment process. Okay. Clear?
Clear.
Okay. So now let's understand that. Okay. Let's okay. So let's go to system. So now I will try to understand that the configuration what it actually required from ST side. Okay, so what configuration it is required generally? Let's understand about that. So okay, so from you know already from MM point of view, right? So we'll try to understand first what actually it is required from the ST side. Okay, so generally if the ST consultant is there, they will do. Okay, but we also need to be understanding some required one. First one is, okay, you need to understand that sales organization. Okay, and you need to understand that distribution channel.
Okay.
Okay, and we need to be understand that division. The next one is division. Okay, then we need to understand that customer master record how to create. Okay, and also we need to understand that assign sales organization. So these are all ST related, so you don't need to be worried, but we just need to be try to understand that the distribution channel to sales organization and assign division to sales organization. So these are link up. These are all enterprise structure for ST. Okay.
Okay.
Set up sales area. Then we need to be assigned sales organization, distribution channel, and that to plan. We need to be assigned this one. So these are the enterprise structure related configuration from the ST point of view. Okay, because we are using here the outbound delivery process. That is outbound delivery process is ST process. Okay, so if you need to be work with outbound delivery process, the system needs to be create outbound delivery first. So you need to be map these are all sales organization distribution channel divisions. Okay, So let's try to understand that to create here. Okay, so you know already our Apache organization plans and all, right? So now
Yes,
I'm just showing that enterprise structure. So here enterprise structure, we are going to enterprise structure, and here we need to be define that sales organization, distribution channel, division here. So you can see here sales organization, distribution channel, division that you have to define. Okay, so sales office, sales group. So these are all need to be defined. Then again assignments also. Okay, so in this assignment again sales organization to company code, distribution channel to service organization, division, setup, sales area. So you need to be define all these things. Then what you need to do, you have to be map all these things to the our plant, what are the plan which is created. So this is enterprise structure related. So let's try to create. Okay. So sales organization. Let's take the reference, and I'm just copying that. Okay, I'm just copying. Okay, if there is any sales 201, I'm just taking that and I'm just creating sales organization. I'll create ZTXT. Okay. So generally this will be created by ST people. So here you are new to this sales organization. I'm just creating one sample one. Okay. So one sales organization we have created. Okay. Let's create one more also. So ZTX1. Okay, I'm just creating ZTX1 or we'll create TXT1.
Sir, here, do you really want to transfer the number ranges? Is there, sir?
Sorry?
What are the number ranges we are having for the TST1? It is transferred to the same sales
Triple
organization.
zero one, whatever it is there in the 0001, that will be copied to TXT1.
Okay.
Okay. Because we don't know HT completely, right? So
Yes.
unnecessarily if we are not copied and whatever the dependent configuration it is there, that won't be copied. Okay. Then
Okay.
so our step which is like distribution channel. Next we have the distribution channel. We can create a distribution channel here. Okay, so I'll just take something 00 if it is there. Okay, then I'll be create something Z. Okay, or Z1. So existing values. Okay, it is not there. Let's try. Okay, 01 is there. Okay, so Z1 was created. Okay, so I'll just create one more also. 01 and I'll just create T1. Okay, so distribution channel also created. So then if you want to be create division, you can create a division also. Okay, or else you can leave it, no problem. Division is this is not enterprise structure. Okay, so then sales office, if you want to be use sales office, you can create sales office also. If you require sales office, you can create sales office, just address purpose only. So you can use that so that to map that. Okay, and the same thing which I'm creating for server also. Okay, so the sales hub is created, and the same way we'll create sales group also. So how we have the purchasing group and purchase organization, the same way here also they have the sales group and
Yes.
okay. So I have created sales group also. Now we'll map and we need one more also, which is like shipping point. That will discuss once this is completed. Now I'll doing the sales organization to our company code. So I'll just mapping that our sales organization get txt to. Okay. So we have txt. Okay, I'll just assigning to that. Okay. Okay, so I don't think we have created one more company code. We have same company code only it is there. Okay, so we'll assign later this. Okay, we'll assign this later for the next process. But let's go with first one, sales organization, get txt. Okay, now distribution channels I'm assigning now. Okay, so let's see that what is our sales organization get.txt. The get.txt which is already assigned to 01, T1, etc. So I just started to only distribution channel is Jet1. So I can remove these two combinations. If you want, I can remove these two combinations and I will be maintaining only get.txt to Jet1.
Okay.
Okay. So the same way division, assign division. So I can take standard division. Okay, no problem. So 01 I will take directly, or I will create division also, no problem. Okay. So what I'll do, get txt already assigned to get 01, so no need to do anything here. I'll take 01 division directly. Okay. Then set up sales area. So set up sales area is position. Let's go with position get txt and get tx something tx. What is that? Okay, so Z1, ZTXT and Z1, which is already there. This combination already there. So I'll just skipping this as well. No need. Okay. Now sales office to sales area. So this is the we created ZTXT. Okay, and distribution channel and Z, and this is not sales office. Our sales office is different, right? So what I'll do, I'll delete this one. I'll be assigning my own ZTXT sales organization and Z1 is my distribution channel and 01 is the division and ZTXT is my sales office. Then again now sales group also sales office, we are connecting to sales group and sales office. So what is the sales office here? ZTXT and sales group is ZTX. Okay, so this setting was done. Okay, and what else which is we have now distribution or plant. So actually the plant is to be assigned to sales organization distribution channel. So what it is my TXT is a sales organization and distribution channel is Z1. So let's see if anything which is assigned. So it is assigned to the other plants as well and it is assigned to my plant also. So this is our plant, right? The TX1. Okay. So it is already there. The assignment it is already there. Okay. So this is the way we have to be complete the sales organization. Okay. And now I'll be creating that shipping point as well. We have to create a shipping point as well. Okay, because the shipment was where is the exactly shipping point, which does unloading loading happen, where exactly it is happening. So that is needed. So I'll just again I'll just create the shipping point by using the copy delete button. Okay, I'll just creating like this 0001 and the txt. Okay, so I just copy that, and I'll be copying one more also, txt1. So I just created this as well. Now the shipping point was completed. Okay, so the shipping point needs to be assigned. Okay, so we need to be assigned to our shipping point to our plant. Okay, so I will go to logistic execution again and assign shipping point to our plant. So our plant, exactly where is the shipping point? Shipping point is what is the shipping point? From that point, it will be distributed the goods or they will receive the goods. So might be different companies, they have the different rules where they might be have the different shipping points. Okay, so now find that my txt shipping point. Okay, so let's find that our shipping point which we created. Okay, and that tx1 is need to be assigned to the our plant. Okay, so this is the plant. tx1 is assigned to our txt. So we don't need all these things. We'll delete these assignments. So let's try this one. Shipping point tx1 is still assigned to picking location. So there is some picking locations are assigned, so that we need to be removed first. Then only it will be accepted to remove. So might be the picking locations are sales and distribution. So I don't think. Let's see in the logistical general. It might be in the logistical general picking locations. Okay, so let's see these picking locations. So we can remove this, but don't think this is actually also because we copied, right? So it might be copied from somewhere. So let's try. Even if it is there, that's not a problem. But just will go. We'll try to remove. But let's see. GSP. No, somewhere it is. The information is there. So there is the picking location here. So here, shipment is connected to shipment and plant was connected to different locations. Okay, so just remove this plants none. It's not required. Okay, so I just connected ZTXT to ZTX1 with the shipping condition. So anywhere which is connected, I'll just remove this one. I will just remove this one as well. And I will remove 0001 also. Okay. So I just remove unnecessary configuration. Now let's go back and we'll try now to delete this. So now we'll delete this one. Still it is getting error. Okay, so other assignments also it is there, right? That's why it is giving error. The shipping points which is connected other thing. Okay, so if we need exactly, then we have to remove all. Okay, so standard I don't want to remove, but we can remove this txt one and this one. Okay, so let's go. I think we'll delete the ASP. I'm just remove the ASP, which is not relevant to me. We'll try to delete the ASP here. Okay, still I'm getting error. Okay, leave it. I try to delete this ASP, but still somewhere connections are there. So generally, we can remove and we can only assign the whatever the company course which is there. We can assign to only particular shipping points, particular plans only. The shipping points from the particular points. But here, it's okay. The TXT one already is there in the TXT. There is no problem. Okay. So somebody here it is there. So everywhere it is there, but because we are just copying from there and it is connected. Okay. So no problem. Okay. So now anyway, the shipping is again related to ST process. So we just need to be cross-checked that our plant was connected to our shipping point or not. So that is only we just need to check. So that is validated. Okay. Now, now the shipping point also completed. Okay. So this is the way we have to do ST and ST configuration, enterprise structure configuration. Okay. So other than this one, from ST side, there will be some other configuration also which is relevant to, okay, which is relevant to document type allow. When you creating the sales order, system needs to be allowed to create the sales order, right? So those are also it is necessary. Okay, but it's okay now. We are mapped this one. So what we need to do, if we need to use the material for this sales or distribution, what you need to do, you have to be extend that our materials. What are the materials which is created? So we have to be extend to sales data. Okay. So do you know that what material we have created last time? Material. We have created this one. No. Okay. I don't know which material which we have created, but let's create that. Now I'm just creating that again the material. Okay. And I'm just selecting that this time sales data also. Purchasing sales data and okay. and general plan data and accounting data which is required, we are creating. So I'm just additionally selecting that my sales data along with my required entries. Okay, so then what is our plan, the txt or txt1? Okay, so txt1 is the tx1. The tx1 is the my plan, and even I think sales store location also the tx1, and this is the txt, and distribution channel is z1. Okay, and we are creating that. Okay, so in value sales area, so this sales area is again it's missing. Let's see. So z_txt and z1 is missing, so we need to check that sales area we already mapped, but let's cross check again. Set up sales area and z_txt and z1. Okay, so let me z_txt z1
Z1 0
and 01 is already there. So this is already there.
yes.
So here it is the problem. Okay, then here we'll see assign sales organization and distribution. Okay, so z_txt and z1, and the plant will be z_tx1. Okay, this is also there. So the enterprise structure already there. Let's go to sales and distribution. Separate configuration is there. Let's see here if there is any configuration which is required. Define common distribution channel. So here txt. Let's see here z_txt z101 and distribution channel already mapped. Okay, so this is already mapped. Then common so z_txt0101 is here also it is mapped. Distribution channel is then z1, right? Okay. Then customer material information not required, business partners related not required here, and the basic functions which needs to be checked not required here. And if there is any sales related sales document, there will be one assignment which is required to configure. So here let's see. This is sales document. Okay, this is not. I think here we don't have a minute. I think, okay, so let's. I think Here also shipping and this is also not required. Assign shipping points here. 001 condition loading group and 001 and the px1. Sorry. Okay, so here also the shipping points are the proposed shipping points are txt. This is also txt. Proposed solution. Proposal. Okay. Then now any other processing receiving points and inbound deliveries. So this is not needed. Okay. Then anything which is required. So let's leave it about here now. So now try again. Terminal 01. Let's see if we're still getting the problem. Then there might be some issue with the sales state. I'm just going with the txt. Okay, now it's fine. Now there is no problem. I'm just going to STO test material. Okay, so I'm just stating that where it is required on the fields. So in this case, now we need to understand that what are it is required. One is division is required, which is 01 because we have mapped it is 01 division. Okay, and delivering plan. What is the delivering plan? So that delivering plan have to be entered. Okay, if it is ZTX1 delivering, then ZTX1. If it is Z2X2 delivering, then Z2X2. With this sales organization distribution channel. So both, if in case both it is there, then you can leave. So uh, then output tax, which is required or not required. Then here is the one is general item category group and item category group. So those both are norm. Okay, this is the default data. Okay, we can it's the ST data. Okay, don't worry about this one. And I'm just entering that other details. Transportation group and loading group. Okay. Then any option which is required, we can do. Okay. Then purchasing data and plan data. Okay. Then accounting data. Here we are entering that valuation group which we have created valuation group, and there will be a standard price if need to be entered standard price. Then save. So 72 is created with the material of 70 material by 72 created for the sales and distribution. So since we need to do plant to plant transfer, same material have to be distributed to other plant as well because it should be there in the both plants. Okay, so I'll be extending the data. So basic data already created, so no need to be extend. Sales data and purchasing, which is the second, which we need to be extend because the other plant have to be extend. So general data and accounting data. Okay. So now I'm just entering that again ZTX2. This time I'm entering that ZTX2 because I'm trying to do ZTX1 to ZTX2 between the two plants. Okay, so I'm just trying to do ZTX2 and ZTX2 and sales organization same because I'm not changing distribution sales area, but I'm just changing plant to plant. So both having the same sales area if it is sales semi. I'm just extending. Okay, wherever the material data which is plant relevant data which is required, that will be extended. Okay, so all data will be extending. I'll be entering here 120 the one plant and sorry what it is there the TXC. Okay, so in this valuation area, valuation class, what we have TXT1. Okay, 72 now it is there in the both plans. Okay, both plans it is there where we can see MM60 and we'll see that this 72 material was created in the two plans. Okay, so one is the TX1 have the plan and the TX2 also have the material. Okay, yeah.
Great.
Okay, so now so the material was there. Now what we need to do? We need to be create a customer master record and vendor master record. So generally, I said right, customer master record is required because ST point of view, sales and distribution, sell ST point of view, the customer master record is required. Okay. So in this case, what you need to do, you have to be use the again BP functionality and create the customer master record. Okay. So let's go to BP creation. Sorry. Okay. BP creation for customer. We are creating now customer BP creation. Okay. Now we are going to create a organization. Okay, that's fine. Now we have to be create the customer master record, right? So we generally have to create a FLC U00. So customer financial accounting data. I'm just creating the financial accounting data. Okay, I'm just use something which we have already. But let's see, this will be work or not. Okay, because I didn't allow the this domestic BP, the grouping which I didn't allow to the BP role. Let's try this one. Okay, so customer versus DO. Okay, so in base and all these details which is required. Okay, then we need to enter the company code to extend the TXT. Okay, so reconciliation account. One minute, something unit. I'm not sure what it is there here. Therefore, functionality was not working. I'll take some existing data. We will take from table level. there will be so KNB1. I just execute here. Let's see if we can find some GL account here. Take some reconciliation account to 30. Okay. This is not supporting to the 1 minute. Okay, so we didn't see the reconciliation account log material that shows randomly.
Creation of a TSP plan.
Okay, so cannot see any reconciliation account which is created. So I'm getting error. So we need to extend the GL account. We need to do perform. Okay, let's try data as well. It is working or not. I'll take one of any GL account. The company code is 1710. Okay, chart of account, chart of account. One group chart of container graph. Okay, so there are financial related issues which is coming. So this GL account is mandatory. I'm trying to do more, but we are still getting the issue. Um, Time we are getting no issue. It is already there. Oh, okay, so this is already there. We'll take this one. Okay. Okay then. So the company code data which is saving now. Let's see if we get error or not. Okay, so this customer group is not assigned. I said right. We just allowed only for the vendor when we created. So we have to be assigned this to again all vendor account groups. Okay, so we'll continue tomorrow. Okay, we'll extend this customer account group. Okay, to grouping because we are not extended to customer grouping. We are extended to only customer vendor account groups. Okay. So can you map this one tomorrow? Last time we had discussion, na? So how to map this our customer account group, sorry, vendor account group to allowing to the grouping, right? BP grouping. Did you remember that BP grouping connected to vendor account group? Sorry, BP grouping is connected to the BP roles. Did you remember? Have you created the BP? I'll open this. BP. We have PPT also, right? PP role. We have discussed last time. In this case, is here you can see number range is all it is completed, and after that we are assigned the roles. Here you can see the defined BP roles. So here you are assigning these BP roles to again you are grouping. Here you can see the BP partner roles. Okay, and the BP roles after you are connected. Okay, so here you can see BP grouping. So what is the PP role? Configuration. Here we are assigning the BP roles for each grouping. So did you remember that last time we did configuration? Here we are assigning the grouping and numbering. Yes. Just refer that BP configuration. So there we are discussed that we are assigning the BP grouping to the BP roles. What BP role needs to be allowed? What BP role don't need to be allowed? Did you remember that? Here we connected the role category to directions. Okay. So here, if you remember that, we also defined the numbering directions. Okay. All these things we did here. Number assignment to directions, which group and which is assignment. Okay. So here we are mapped here. So just refer that. Okay. So what group is should be allowed, what should not be allowed. Okay. So all these things which we discussed last time. So just refer that PP. Okay. And and assign the our txt, the txt where we have created. Okay. The txt you just allow the flcuw00. Can you do tomorrow? Can you do or not? So what is the customer related? FLC 00. FLC 00. So all categories here. FLC 00. Okay, so here it is mapped organization and person how which is needs to be allowed. So just refer that document. Okay, you will get idea about that where exactly we are mapping. Okay, clear? So we'll connect tomorrow. It's already 10:30. Any questions on today? Sales organization, sales distribution channel divisions. So this completely it is related to ST configuration. It's not our configuration. Okay. So don't worry. It is not needed to you to perform that. Okay. So you don't need to do anything with that. Clear? Okay. Then we'll connect tomorrow then. Okay. Just refer the BP and let me know where you map that. If you could not able to map, then I will show you tomorrow where exactly need to map. Okay. Clear? Yeah. Can able to do? Can able to do? What we need to do? What is this now? What we need to do now?